capitalism is only predicated on the exploitation of wage labor.
Wrong. Capitalism is predicated on the voluntary exchange of goods and services for profit. I don't know why leftists act like profit is a dirty word. Everybody works for profit, even leftists. And it's not because you're living under a capitalist system, it's because whether you want to admit it or not, you're just as greedy as the billionaires you hate so much.
Now what does that mean? Exploitation in this context means paying a wage labor less than what they actually generate for the company.
Except labor in itself does not generate revenue for anything. If labor in itself had a value, then there would be no such thing as a starving, out-of-work SoundCloud rapper. There wouldn't be starving artists. Every artist would be making bank. Value is created by demand. This is why not everybody makes it big as an artist or a rapper or any kind of entertainer. If there's no demand for what you're providing, people aren't going to listen. They're not going to buy your paintings. The same is true for every other good, service, or product.
Imagine if you work, whatever job you work, if you work at a fast food establishment, if you are paid $10 an hour, you are surely generating at least $12, $15.
Tell me you've never even worked in the restaurant industry to begin with without actually telling me. Or if you did, you were probably just a dishwasher and never actually paid attention to what actually goes on. First of all, if you've worked in the restaurant industry, you probably heard the phrase, you got time to lean, you got time to clean. Why? Because there's a lot of downtime in this industry. What value are you bringing into the restaurant when there's no customers? None. None whatsoever. But you're on the clock, so they gotta have you doing something. But even if it was busy, restaurants have terrible profit margins across the board. Produce, meat, it doesn't just fall out of the sky. You gotta pay for that. For every Big Mac McDonald's sells, at most they might make a single dollar on it. The rest of that money goes for paying for the products need to make that burger. Oh, and paying the employees. Y'all think restaurants have these great big profit margins just shows how economically illiterate leftists actually are and how little they actually pay attention. As Thomas Sowell always says, if socialists actually understood economics, they wouldn't be socialists.